You thought Rashida was the victim in this latest chapter of Love and Hip Hop. Think again. Because while she was standing front and center, throwing public shade at Yandy Smith-Harris for allegedly gossiping about her marriage behind her back, it was Tasha K who flipped the entire script with one of the most explosive reality TV reversals in recent history. And let's be clear, Rashida might be many things, but innocent, not quite. What if I told you that the same woman who's built her brand on loyalty and boss chick energy was allegedly orchestrating her own drama off camera, plotting and planning stories, and even cozying up to the very producers who claimed to stay neutral? Leaked screenshots, secret rendezvous, backdoor alliances. The mess runs deeper than Kirk Frost's apology tour. Tasha K, known for sipping tea straight from the pot without waiting for it to cool, didn't just spill receipts, she brought a damn filing cabinet, and what she revealed painted a completely different picture. Suddenly, it wasn't just about Yandy betraying Rashida, but about Rashida playing the long game behind the scenes. According to Tasha, there were whispers of clout farming, calculated meetups, and planted drama. Allegedly, Rashida had been communicating with production well before the feud exploded on camera. If true, this means the entire storyline, the betrayal, the emotional breakdowns, the confessional stingers was a script, a performance, and fans are shook. They watched Rashida cry over Kirk's infamous affairs for years, only to now find out she may have been scheming behind the glittering filters of her Instagram feed all along. But let's not forget the original. Spark to this wildfire, the alleged betrayal by Yandy. According to multiple anonymous sources, and by anonymous, we mean well-known bloggers and insiders, with real screenshots, Yandy had been pillow talking with the sideman. And it wasn't just sweet nothings, it was full-blown off-camera conversations about Rashida's private life. Deep stuff, family issues, business struggles, even things that Kirk may not have known. That alone had fans ready to cancel Yandy, accusing her of fake loyalty and questioning why she never made a relationship with Mendeecees legally binding. But just as social media was starting to pick sides, Tasha K swooped in like a storm cloud with lightning in her back pocket. She went live not once, but twice, each time more damning. Voice notes, screenshots, alleged emails that painted both Yandy and Rashida in compromising shades. In one of the alleged messages, supposedly from Yandy, she says she acts like she's the only one who's been cheated on. Girl, we all got storylines. She just plays the victim better. And that line? It sent shockwaves through the fandom. People who once called Yandy the class act of love and hip-hop began dragging her in the comments like it was a sponsored event. She fake, one fan wrote. Now we see why Kirk never gets checked Rashida's friends too busy gossiping instead of having her back. But it didn't stop there. The drama snowballed when Kendra Robinson, of all people, decided to insert herself into the mess. Kendra, the attorney who stood by young jock through cheating allegations, shady business deals, and more red flags than a carnival, suddenly found her voice. She posted online that she always felt Yandy was phony and that she warned Rashida. Years ago, girl, what the hypocrisy had fans laughing through their rage. Didn't Kendra get cheated on during her engagement shoot? One person commented. How you calling someone else phony when your man treats loyalty like a TikTok trend? But Kendra didn't stop. She doubled down, co-signing Rashida's confessionals like they were legally binding documents, and still, Yandy said nothing. No clapping back, no Instagram live, just silence, cold, calculated, boss-like, and maybe, just maybe, that silence wasn't guilt, it was a strategy. Insiders began whispering that Yandy's team was working behind the scenes, collecting their own receipts, deleted tweets, cast group chats, old footage, even alleged legal documents. Now let's go back. When this drama first started spilling, the internet exploded, fans were torn. Some defended Rashida, saying she had every right to feel betrayed. Others questioned whether she was using the situation to revive her storyline. After all, viewers, we're growing tired of the never-ending Kirk cheating saga. Could this have been her big pivot? A way to shift the focus from her marriage to a juicy betrayal, according to Tasha K, yes. She claimed in her second live that Rashida's confessional moment, the one where she dramatically announced, "We not even friends like that no more" was pre-written. Allegedly, a leaked storyline draft from production included exact notes on how the moment would play out. From the outfit to the line delivery, if true, that changes everything. Because now it's not just Yandy on her fire, it's Rashida too. Was her pain real or rehearsed? Did she really feel betrayed, or was this just a carefully timed performance? And where does that leave Tasha K in all of this? Because let's not forget, she's the one feeding the flames. The blogger turned cultural commentator has made it clear she's not here to play nice. She's here for the truth, even if it burns every lace front in its path. And with each new video, she's pulling more people into the mess. Suddenly, Mendeecees gets mentioned. Then Kirk, then the entire production team. No one is safe. And, according to sources, Tasha has even more. In part 3 of her expose, she hinted at leaked footage, unreleased scenes, and an alleged tell-all from a former production assistant. If that's real, it could destroy reputations. Meanwhile, the business side of things is unraveling. Rasheeda's boutique, Pressed ATL, is reportedly taking hits. Negative reviews, influencer partnerships pausing, fans calling the store cute, but loyalty not included. Ouch. Meanwhile, Yandy's brand remains stable, perhaps even growing. Word is, a streaming platform is considering a spin-off centered around Yandy, entrepreneurship, and motherhood. A storyline about rebirth after betrayal. The ultimate revenge arc. Talk about flipping the script. But if you think the cast is done firing shots, think again. Kendra, still desperate to stay in the spotlight, is allegedly being considered for main cast status next season. Not because she brought value, but because she brought noise. And noise equals views. Back on social media, fans are still debating. Team Yandy says she's calm, composed, and building legacy. Team Rashida insists she stood up for herself after years of being quiet. Team Tasha K, they just want more receipts. And Team Kendra ... Well, let's be honest. That team is probably just Kendra and her burner account. As this war escalates, so does the anticipation for the reunion taping. According to insiders, Rashida is refusing to sit on the same couch as Yandy. She wants her own solo segment. And Yandy, she's coming with receipts. Allegedly, she's bringing printed DMs, audio recordings, and possibly legal threats. Mendeecees is even preparing a segment of his own. He's had enough of his marriage being dragged into messy storylines, and insiders say he's ready to set the record straight. So now the stage is set, betrayals exposed, confessionals weaponized, brands shaken, relationships tested, and viewers left wondering what's real and what's scripted. One thing is certain, nobody is walking away clean. Not Rashida, not Yandy, not even Kendra, and definitely not Tasha K, who may have just become Love and Hip Hop's unofficial executive producer. And this was just the first act. So if you thought the fire had died down, think again, because Love and Hip Hop just crossed from reality TV into full-blown televised warfare, and Tasha K is standing right in the eye of the storm with a microphone and a jug of gasoline, with her third livestream breaking the internet harder than a leaked celebrity tape. She claimed to have received an anonymous email from a production insider, and what was in that email? Allegedly, a full outline of the scene that blew up the franchise, Rashida's now infamous confessional moment. Yup, the same one where she coldly stated, "We not even friends like that no more," wasn't an off-the-cuff explosion of pain. According to the alleged leaked script, it was pre-written beat for beat, including direction notes like pause for dramatic impact, remove Yandy from close friends list before filming, and wear bold red for visual contrast. If that leak is real, then Rashida's betrayal was never about pain. It was about performance, and what's worse, that calculated moment of supposed heartbreak sent shockwaves through Yandy's brand, her family, and her business. But what fans didn't realize until now was that Yandy had receipts of her own. According to sources close to her team, she's been documenting everything. Not just the shady confessionals, but the group chats, the DMs, the emails between producers. even text messages where Rashida allegedly outlined exactly how she wanted to shift the narrative and finally show a new side of her character. And here's the kicker: those texts were reportedly sent weeks before Yandy even filmed her side of the story. So when fans were crying foul over Yandy's silence, they were missing the truth. She wasn't hiding. She was gathering ammo. Now, while this battle was brewing on screen, another war was building behind the scenes. Sponsors started pulling back, influencers quietly unfollowed. According to insider reports, Rashida's boutique, Pressed ATL, faced backlash not just from viewers, but from potential business partners who didn't want their brand associated with what they described as scripted betrayal masquerading as sisterhood. One popular wig supplier allegedly issued a statement saying they'd pause all future collaboration until the narrative clears. Meanwhile, sarcastic Yelp reviews flooded in, cute store, but loyalty not included, one user wrote. Rashida's brand, once synonymous with boss chick resilience, was suddenly looking more like a cautionary tale about fame over foundation. On the other side of this broken friendship stood Yandy, who, instead of spiraling, was reportedly negotiating a new project. Sources say a major streaming service is considering a docu-series centered around Yandy, focusing on her entrepreneurial empire, motherhood, mentorship, and, of course, the fallout from betrayal. It's a power move that paints Yandy as calm, calculated, and unbothered, an image completely opposite of Rashida's emotional meltdown tour. Fans began noticing the contrast, too. Tweets like "Rashida came for drama, Yandy came for a legacy" began trending. And when Tasha K hinted that Yandy had recorded conversations, saved deleted emails, and even voice notes from Rashida venting about Kirk before any drama ever aired, it felt less like gossip and more like a grand checkmate. But the drama didn't stop there, because into this firestorm walked Mendeecees, usually quiet, rarely involved in the mess. But now, he was ready to speak, and according to insiders, he wasn't playing around. Rumor has it Mendeecees told producers he wanted solo time on the reunion stage, not to argue, but to set the record straight. He was tired of his wife being dragged through storyline mud, and he was reportedly prepared to come with receipts of his own signed contracts, legal family documents, personal screenshots, even one file allegedly titled "In Case of Rashida." That's not damage control, that's war preparation. And when a man who's usually silent starts talking, best believe everyone listens. Still, not to be outdone, Kendra Robinson, Young Jock's long-suffering partner, decided to add more noise to the chaos. She posted cryptic comments about fake friendships and energy never lying. Then, in a leaked DM allegedly from Kendra, she wrote, "I told Rashida years ago Yandy was phony. She just didn't want to hear it. Now, fans weren't having it." The dragging commenced. How is Kendra throwing shade when Jock cheated? During their engagement photo shoot, one commenter wrote. Another said, "She talking like she didn't spend 3 seasons crying in HD while Jock turned her life into a meme." But you know what they say, controversy equals relevance. And guess what? Producers took note. There's now talk that Kendra might be promoted to main cast status next season. Not because she's beloved, but because she's loud. In love and hip-hop, relevance is currency, and Kendra just cashed in. Meanwhile, Tasha K is sitting at the top of the mountain, orchestrating the mess like a puppet master. Her third livestream, dubbed The Betrayal Files Part 3, went viral within minutes. In it, she claimed one of Yandy's team members had reached out, offering even more damaging proof if Rashida continued spinning the loyalty narrative. "We got text messages, we got footage, we got voice notes of Rashida dragging Kirk before any of this even aired," Tasha said, grinning. If she wants war, Yandy got bums. Fans didn't know who to believe anymore. What started as a clear-cut story of betrayal had become a maze of manipulation, deceit, and strategic silence. Every new leak flipped the narrative, and let's not forget the reunion. According to several crew members, the seating chart alone caused a meltdown. Rashida reportedly refused to sit on the same couch as Yandy, demanding a solo couch segment. To tell her truth and interrupted, Yandy, cool as ever, agreed, but only if she got her own uninterrupted time to present the full story. That full story reportedly includes everything from Rashida's production notes to voice recordings of Kendra venting about Jock, allegedly trying to loop herself into Yandy's brand drama just to stay relevant, the producers panicking, the fans living the network praying. So now here we are, days away from what insiders are calling the most explosive love and hip-hop reunion in franchise history. And this isn't just petty arguments over who sat where at brunch. This is contractual chaos. Businesses are impacted. Lives are changed. Brands are sinking. Reputations are being set on fire. Rashida, once known for riding hard through Kirk's mess, is now accused of scripting betrayal for airtime. Yandy, long considered the moral compass of the group, is now accused of talking too much to her sideman, yet her silence might be her greatest weapon. Mendeecees is locked, loaded, and ready to protect his queen. Kendra, the self-proclaimed truth teller, is doing the absolute most for a storyline, and Tasha K, she's doing what she does best, exposing the truth with a side of drama and a monetized YouTube link. But as the dust starts to settle, fans are left asking the real questions. Did Rashida fall into a producer's trap, or did she help build it? Did Yandy betray her friend, or simply stop entertaining a relationship that was cracked from the beginning? Is Kendra truly fed up with the lies, or just jealous of anyone who commands more screen time than her man's cheating ways? And what about Mendeecees? Is he finally taking a stand for his family, or just tired of playing the background while his wife fights solo? Either way, somebody's lying. The truth is somewhere buried beneath all the filters, retweets, and tearful confessionals, and let's not forget the real puppet masters, the producers. Because if that leaked script is legit, then love and hip-hop isn't just messy, it's manipulated, manufactured drama sold to viewers as reality. And that opens up a whole other conversation. One about ethics, about emotional exploitation, about friendships being torn apart for ratings. Fans aren't just watching a show anymore, they're watching a chessboard. And each cast member is just a pawn waiting for their moment to go viral. In the end, though, the final word may not come from a confessional or a live stream. It might come from the courtroom, because word on the street is Yandy's team is prepping legal documents. Defamation, emotional distress, business damage, every claim under the sun. And if that lawsuit drops, it's game over. Not just for Rashida, but for love and hip-hop as we know it. Because once the fourth wall breaks, once fans realize how many scenes are planned, how many friendships are faked, how many betrayals are just beats in a producer's notebook, what happens then? So, as we wait for the reunion, one thing is clear. This isn't over, not by a long shot. In fact, it's just getting started.